Hello fiber friends, it's Christy Day, and today I'm going to teach you how to make a tennis shoe. Alright, first you're going to need your foot last. This is a little metal foot last, happens to be the exact size, well not exact, but pretty darn close to the size of my foot. And it conveniently fits into the sole that I'm going to use. I'm a size 5.5, so I use a size 36 Vibram Bifida cup sole. These are extremely squishy, which is why I have to have them. I have all these other shoes that I made for myself, and they're not with the sole because I just got my size. Vibram made these especially for me. I mean, they had the mold, but they never produced them because most shoemakers, manufacturers of soles start at size 6 women's, and I'm 5.5, which is why I want to make shoes. So they made these just for me and other people who have small feet. So I have a whole bunch of them because they had to do a large run. They had to make like 24 of them in order to even break out the mold. So I have 24 of these. Well, 23 because this pair's for me. And who knows, maybe I'll make others for me. So what you want to do is, so you've got a foot last. It could be foot last like this. It could be a wooden foot last. FYI, I'm learning how to make these. Ooh la la. So exciting. Hence all the wood in my shop. I don't know. Oh, you can't see it yet. Look. Look at all these things of wood. I have been learning how to carve wood with hand tools, but my neighbor's a master woodworker that just moved in, and he's going to teach me how to jig some foot lasts so I can start producing foot lasts. That would be awesome. Okay, so you've got your foot last. Oh, I should get you back down here. Okay. Pause while I reposition it so you can see what I'm doing. Okay. Oh, are we rolling? Okay. So, we have here my bubble wrap that I already cut out. But basically what I did is I took the foot last and I placed it thusly. Now, this wool, I happen to know, is going to spread out more along the toe part. Because when you have boots like this and you roll them this way, what happens is this side will shrink more, this side won't. You won't find yourself rolling the other, this way very often until after you cut them. So most of the rolling gets done across here, so you need to have it wider right there. So notice I don't have very much right here. So this is just a little bit, but this is a lot. Can you see that? So it's about double. I mean, I have maybe a fraction, maybe a half an inch right here, but I've got almost 2 inches over here. All right. That is secret one. All right. The other part is I came in for the ankle here. See, if I were to put this down like this, here's the instep for my ankle. You probably can't see this super well because it's against a white background, and I apologize for that. But I'll trace it with my finger so you'll see. It goes around, and then this is where the ankle comes, and that's where my cut is. But then I swoop it out to make room, and I can cut that down later. I just don't want it to be, I need it to be wide enough for my, for half the leg. See, this is going to be one half, and the other side will be the other half of my leg. So together, these need to equal the width of my ankle. Now, not a lot on my ankle because this is going to be a little tennis shoe. So, really, I'm only leaving myself extra for up here so that I have a rim so that I can play with it, to stylize it if I want to, change my style at all later I can. If I were to make it without this piece right here, then I would be making a shoe that looks like this, which is what I'm wearing now. It's just plasti dipped on here, and so I'm getting holes, and yes, I could put this sole on here, and it would be awesome and it would be easy. But I just really want to have a tongue, and I want to be able to tighten my shoe up for when I'm hiking and running around. And I kind of want to be able to do some cuts in here, either triangular cuts to make it more like a sandal type of thing, or I might do little circles. I haven't decided yet. But that's why I decided I love to wear these around the house and outside when it's not wet outside. So I didn't want to, completely dedicate them to only hiking around with the sole. So that's that. So I've got this already done. And if you wanted to, you could probably even cut it in half and just make yourself a little ankle area if that's easier for you to understand. There's your foot, and here's your ankle. And see how easy that is to understand? I hope that's easy. I'll hold it up for you. See? It's just like that. But make sure that this foot part, this cut, comes over there so it's going to meet. There's nothing worse than having your instep, this part, too far out. That's kind of what's happened in these boots, which is why I have to put in a tongue so that I can tighten them up. Because this part is not, it really needs to be back here and not right here. So that takes a little practice, but there you go. Now, here's my wool. I get my wool from R.H. Lindsay. They have great prices on wool. This is the Pennsylvania wool, what did they call it? Quilter's bat. It's the perfect consistency. It's the perfect texture. It is coarse enough that it's going to wear pretty well, but still soft. It kind of massages your foot as you walk in it. I really love it. Some people love to do the, next to the skin merino. I do not recommend that. Simply because the finer the wool, the more it's going to wear out. And you're going to get holes, and then you're going to have to needle felt an insole to repair any holes that are starting to show up. All right, let's stop here because I actually have to run to the house and make dinner for my family. And then we'll come back and I will show you how I do this, although it's the same steps as you've already seen in the bunny shoemaking video. All right, the only thing I've shown you here that's brand spanking new is how I go about making my patterns. All right, there you go. I did not show you fancy calculations because most people are not interested in fancy calculations. There are fancy calculations. If you want to learn them, you can go to the International Online Felting School and spend $100 and learn all the ins and outs of doing that. They have a wonderful instructor that'll teach you all about making boots. But this one's free and it's a little bit simpler. So give it a try if it so pleases you. And if not, check out the International Online Felting School. They're awesome. It's in Russian and it's translated to English. If you need information on that, just message me and I'll send you the link to it. Talk to you later.